now that the Miata is back in my possession after being in the shop for a little while, I got a full rundown from Nick Speed Racing on exactly what is wrong with it, and it is way more than I was originally expecting, but a lot of it is actually really fun, so let's go ahead and dive into it here. So, number one, the soft top is still leaking. I thought I had fixed it previously just by bringing the soft top back up and getting it to match with the roof while the windows were rolled up. Turns out that is the only scenario where it will actually not leak. Usually when I drive it now, I have the windows rolled all the way down, and then of course once I'm done using it, I roll the windows back up. So the driver's side window, where that seal is, it's not matching up properly. So at least now I've discovered where that leak is actually coming from, and I know how to fix it. So we'll be taking off some of the weatherproofing strips there and putting some new foam in there. Hopefully it makes it a little bit more thick and it can actually create a proper seal there, and then we won't have that leak anymore. So thankfully it hasn't rained very much lately and there hasn't been water in it, but it's still an issue that we need to tackle, and that'll be happening soon. The other things that were a little bit shocking to me, although looking back to some of the older videos, I can definitely see where this issue was. The valve cover gasket, that is totally screwed, so we are going to be replacing that very soon as well. In fact, I just put in an Amazon order for a new one, so I think that'll be showing up towards the end of this month, which is great. And then the rear main seal, that was also having an issue, so that's actually what I had Nick Speed Racing tackle, and they dropped the transmission, did that properly. That was just a little bit outside of my expertise and also outside of my tools, so I let them handle that, and that is fully replaced now and good to go. The other things that Nick Speed Racing tackled was the passenger side door. That now functions properly. Everything locks in the car now, which is nice. You can actually get into the car from the passenger side, so that's a nice luxury to have there. But they also replaced the AC belt, so pretty sure that squealing sound that we would hear once in a while, that is now solved. I just gotta recharge it with some AC juice, and hopefully the AC will be functioning again soon. Other than that though, it's pretty standard stuff. Suspension, brakes, rotors, which is awesome. I was planning on replacing all of those already. The clutch fluid, pretty sure has not been changed since the car rolled off the assembly line, so we'll be doing that. Just basic fluid flush, which is pretty easy for the most part. But yeah, with that rear main seal and the valve cover gasket, the car actually rolled into Nick Speed Racing 2 quarts low on oil, which was a little bit sketch. So yeah, hopefully we can be fixing that soon. As far as future plans, like I said, definitely want to get some better suspension on there. I'm thinking I want to keep it pretty cheap, maybe go with like Tine or Teen, I don't exactly know how to say it. That's just the first brand off the top of my head. We might be able to find some better stuff out there. I would love to get some wheels and tires for it to make it look very cool. Thinking maybe like a TE37 knockoff look, something along those lines, but we'll see what we can find there. Maybe get some racing tires for it for the track. Would love to get a roll cage for it just to actually be allowed at the track, and of course a full brake system would be super cool to get, but I'm really trying to keep this build on a budget. Hopefully all in, after purchasing the car, we can keep it under 10,000. I think it's realistic. Like I said in previous videos, I got it for 3,000. This recent job with bringing it into the shop and getting all the diagnostics done on it, as well as those couple of repair items that I mentioned earlier. Total, we're probably into the car right around $5,000 right now. So I think it's realistic. Probably the last thing that we're gonna end up doing is painting or dipping the car. I'm leaning more towards plasti dip for this, just because I've seen some really good results lately from other videos that I've watched, and also this is just a super basic black that we're going for, like a glossy black. So that'll hopefully be a DIY project. I've got a buddy of mine that owns a detailing business. I'll put his link in the description below. But yeah, hopefully we can just plasti dip that with a standard gun, and we'll see how that turns out. I'm a little bit worried about the Bondo areas. I don't want a weird outline around where the Bondo areas are. Might be wishful thinking, but again, if I can save some money on the DIY, I'll probably be dipping it some kind of gloss black. But that's the general plan and where we're going. Hopefully we can keep this budget build under $10,000. Everything's super expensive still, so not sure how realistic that'll be, but I think it's gonna be pretty fun. So we will see how everything goes, and of course I'll be filming along the way. But coming up next, hopefully we can fix that soft top leak and keep us from living in a bathtub with the Mazda Miata, and also get that valve cover changed. There's actually a secret trip coming up that I haven't told you guys much about, but it involves a hefty road trip. I would love it if I can get the Miata ready for that in time. If not, we'll probably end up taking the R8. But yeah, obviously need to get that valve cover gasket tackled and figure out where that leak is coming from. Or no, we already know where the leak is coming from, but get the leak taken care of with the weatherproofing on the soft top. And of course, it would be awesome to get that AC recharged so it can blow cold, because where we're going, it's going to be very hot. So that's just a general update on the Miata and how it's sitting right now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment below if I'm forgetting anything to check here. But as always, really appreciate you guys checking out my videos, and have really appreciated the subscriber growth so far. And I upload every Sunday, so we will see you in the next one. I'm also planning on taking tent, like black tent, and cutting out, as close as I can, cat pupils to put on the pop-up headlights. Right now, they have this anime girl style eye on them, like right in the center. It's really small. Can't really notice it unless you're super close, but that's also why I got this vanity plate, which is black cat. Nonetheless, very, very excited about these, and the whole idea behind the black cat plates is that it's kind of an alley cat car. It stays outside. Obviously the R8 is in the garage, so it's kind of just an alley cat, and that's where the whole idea came from. Very, very glad I was able to get these, but yeah, that's the overall plan there.